Welcome back to sailing here in beautiful Montague Harbor. 2025 Best of the Best Regatta well underway. E-class races finished about an hour ago. One of the most dominating performances we've seen here in E-class in quite some time. Dwight Hart along with Captain Stafford Patterson, Captain Plug. Man, we had a show earlier this morning that dominated the performance by Alvinton McKenzie and Lady Agnes.
I'll tell you what, I mean, that boat just took off like a rocket. I mean, he just spanked the rest of the A-class fleet, and as a result, now he's can call himself best of the best for 2025 in the E-class. It was a fantastic performance by Lady Agnes there.
Absolutely. Well, we have the 10 best qualifiers coming up in C-class in a couple of minutes. Boats are still getting set to get to the line. But I believe we have some recaps from yesterday, and we're going to get back to production for the recap.
Sticks before the start, which took place about 45 seconds ago. And looking out here to the start line, looks like everybody's clean pretty much. A few boats going off on port tack over towards Dix Point. Majority of the fleet sheeted in and headed over towards Paradise Island.
All right, race course is an up and downer. Up and downer, no triangular course today. A little bit shortened as well, I believe. So it's going to be a dogfight.
But the majority of the fleet have tacked back over. They're not going out too far into the channel. Tide still may be a factor. I think it's more like the favored line is up the middle as opposed to going wide, although there are a few boats out to the right.
Sassy Sue first place, so she's completing the 3 races with a total of 34 points. Shroud now coming around in second. Shroud now with 8 and 9, 17 plus 2, 19 points total. Sacrifice going around now in 3rd place. Welcome back to Montague Foreshore, where we're getting ready for the final best of the best C-class sailing. Boats are getting ready to get to the line right now. We've had our E-class race over and done with. Dominating performance, as we would have mentioned, by Lady Agnes. So congratulations to Alvinton McKenzie, who put on a show all by himself, didn't even carry a second crew member. Cap just did it, and Nabi was here with us, and from the first mark Nabi said this one is over, and then by the second mark he said he's going to win it at least by 3 minutes, and sure enough it was over and he won by 3+ minutes.
Yeah, it was a pretty amazing call there from Nabi. And but kind of no surprise from Lady Agnes. She was in the top 3 the whole regatta and finished it out with a win.
Absolutely. Well, the boats, like I said, C-class boats getting ready. We have the top 10 qualifiers, and they qualified in this order. Cap, you have it on your screen?
I sure do. Qualifying first was a Witty K, number 44, out of Long Island. Coming in right behind him, another Long Island boat, Sacrifice, C1, qualified in second. Shroud there, out of New Providence, number 88, in third. It Ain't Right out of Abaco, number 72, qualified 4th, followed closely by Bull Reg out of Exuma. And in 6th, we got Sprayhound, Irene Goodnight, or Goodnight Irene, depending on which side of the boat you look at. In 7th, Slaughter, up there in 8th. And Sassy Sue, Stefan, after having a DNF on Friday, came back and took the race yesterday and qualified in 9th. And rounding out the top 10, you got Ma Laura out of Exuma.
All right, and let's see if we can get the names of the skippers sailing in the C-class. Witty K is being sailed by Coaches Burrows. qualifying in the number 1 position. And we saw Whitty K seems to have gotten some damage yesterday. I'm not sure how, where, and when. But I believe I saw pictures of them patching her up, and so she should be good to go.
I didn't see pictures of the patching, but I imagine they did. I just saw a short video which showed a puncture hole right at midships on the starboard side. I'm sorry, on the port side, above the waterline. So don't know if it was a collision or just something rotted away. Anyhow, I see her back out here in the field, so they've executed a repair, and they're looking to go for best of the best today.
All right. Qualifying in 2nd place was C1 Sacrifice, young Christo on the skipper, Christo Cartwright. 3rd qualifier, Shroud, sailed by Jason Robinson. 4th qualifier, It Ain't Right, Cap, your boat's out of Abaco, Jeff Gale on It Ain't Right. Bull Reg qualified in the number 5 position, and Chris Roll, son of Buzzy Roll, on the tiller there, so he's outdoing his dad in the newly built Joker. Sprayhound sailed by young Elron Roll out of Rollville, and Elron proving that he's the number 1 skipper coming out of the Rollville community right now. Right now we have had three qualifiers along with Sprayhound, Fugitive, and New Eyes. Elron besting them all. Irene Goodnight, sailed by one of the more veteran skippers in sailing, James Wallace. James Wallace, the skipper on Irene Goodnight. Slaughter qualified in the 8th position. Still trying to confirm who's on the skipper for Slaughter. As soon as I get that, we will get back to you. And on Sassy Sue, of course, the venerable, experienced, witty Stephen Knowles. And on Ma Laura, boat sailing out of Barratary, but with a Long Island skipper, Joshua Knowles, who's also on the tiller for Rough Justice.
Right.
So we've got 9 of the 10 skippers so far. As soon as we confirm Slaughter, and Slaughter, of course, sailing out of Black Point, I believe Nabi can help us out with that. So we'll see if we can reach out to Nabi to confirm the skipper on the Slaughter.
Well, certainly some well-known skipper names in that group there. Kind of no surprise that some of these wily veterans have made their way into the top 10 for the one-race shootout here that we're going to have off in a few minutes. 10:30 is the official start time. It looks like the boats may be moving out a little bit further than where they were starting originally in the E-class. We had some clouds come over a little while ago during the break, and it may have shifted the wind around, perhaps a little more to the south-southwest. So the race committee is going to adjust the course so that they have a good upwind and make it fair for all the competitors. So we're going to need a few minutes there to get the start line reestablished and get those 10 boats anchored up. If you're just joining us for the first...
Okay, confirmation that Tyrone McKenzie is going to be on the tiller for Slaughter. Tyrone McKenzie, so we have 10 skippers. We'll go down the list again when we come back. We have to shoot it out to the water right now and get an update from Rodari. Rodari?
Hi guys, so we got the C-Class coming up. This is going to be an exciting one. So far, it's all been Whitty K, Sassy Sue.
Yeah.
It's going to remain the same?
It's a good chance that it will.
Yeah.
Them 2 boats are the favorites going into the finals today, but you still have to keep your eye out on quite a few boats. Shroud has showed tremendous strides in this regatta,
right.
So you still can't count them out, and you definitely cannot count out the team Abaco.
And Buzzy.
And Buzzy.
Or his son. But Rex is doing pretty good for a little while. We got the oldest skipper in the fleet, Leon Bristow and Aaron Goodnight. We got Slaughter out here. Don't forget, we got Sacrifice with young Crystal. So we still got a lot of good sailors out here in this one. Talk about the damage yesterday on Whitty K. Not Whitty K, sorry. Sassy Sue.
No, Whitty K, yes.
Yeah, sorry.
What happened is they had an incident at the downwind leg in yesterday's race. And apparently one of the boat made contact with her in the middle of the boat and damaged it, punched a hole in it.
Right.
But Mark Knowles fixed it last night, and they're out here on the line in the number 1 spot as usual.
That old fella still fixing boats?
That's not going to change anytime soon, and hopefully it won't, because God will bless him with enough years for enough people to want to pick up the art.
Precisely. I hope he's still around by the time he can build my boat. So, Mark, if you're watching this, I'm coming from my E-Class, All right, back to you guys.
All right, so yeah, finding out exactly what happened with Whitty K. Had an incident and had a hole punched in her, but Mark Knowles, who's always up to the task, I think he assisted, it ain't right, sorry, the
Lonesome
Lonesome
Dove
Dove with getting their mask
Yep, he
repaired.
did.
And so kudos to Mark, who's always available to help and get these boats repaired in a timely fashion.
He is very enthusiastic about that. Really get a big shout out to Mark for helping us get the mast back together on Lonesome Dove. And yeah, without his help, we might not be in the final here today. That's the B class coming up later on this afternoon. Right now we got the C class, and they're getting the boats anchored up as quick as they can out there on the reestablished start line.
Yeah, first time we're seeing this particular start line for this regatta. They're all the way just off the top end there of Paradise Island. And I think from there they are going to shoot, I guess, across Dix Point.
Yep. From there, it's questionable. We need to check in with the regatta committee out there in the boats.
Maybe an up and down and then come back down to shore.
Finish, yep.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll get the word from the RC in a few minutes.
And so 10 C-class boats making it to the final. And your thoughts, Captain Plug, on those 10 boats as far as whether you think that they deserve to be here in this final?
Oh, I think absolutely every one of them deserves to be here in the final. You know, their performance through the first 3 heat races, you've had to be fairly consistent. I mean, there were some boats that finished like in the teens in one of the races maybe. I know It Ain't Right Shore did. They had a 14th. But they were able to come back by having 2 higher finishes, which gives them less points. Surprises, yeah, maybe Baby Thunderbird. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the E-class.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Yeah, you know, really no surprises there, Dwight. I see 10 good top boats. You know, favorites, who might be the favorite coming into this? Well, first of all, I'd like to say it's anybody's race. But you can't overlook somebody like Stefan on Sassy Sue. You can't overlook Jeff on It Ain't Right.
Yep.
You can't overlook young Cartwright on Sacrifice.
You know, that boat's been sailing extremely well since he took over.
Coach East on Whitty K.
Yeah.
He's a young and upcoming fella.
Yep.
He's got a pretty good record.
Yep.
So
And Bull Reds as well.
yeah, young Chris there. So these are all good skippers. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it here. I know this is going to be a good C-class race. You're going to stay close to your TV or your screen, and don't miss a minute of the action. Start's going to be coming up here in a few minutes.
Yeah, just want to go back a quick minute to talk a little bit about the E-class race. Of course, we know Alvinton McKenzie on Lady Agnes dominated first place.
He sure did.
But Lady Kayla, sailed by Josh Knowles, came in second. And dug up a little bit in the history of Lady Kayla and her finishes over the years here, the best of the best. And she's never placed lower than second. And so in 2022, she got second place. 2023, she got first place. She was a repeat champion by winning it again in 2024, last year. And now, again, she's come in second place again. So basically, in the last 4 best of the best, 2 second place finishes, and 2 champions.
That's a pretty doggone good, impressive record there. And congratulations to young Knowles on the tiller there. Definitely a boat to be reckoned with, any E-class race that she's entered in. And we're going to go back out to the water for another update from Rodari. Go ahead.
So this year's Best of the Best Regatta, we have to acknowledge the good job the race committee has been doing, led by Chester Fox. We have Mr. Stafford and Brister. We have Sandy Trico, statistician. We have Clyde Roll, Demetrius.
Dwayne Higgins.
Yeah. You have Dwayne Higgins. You know, just a great team. Also, we have Terrence Gibson. So we're going to shout out to all those guys. Did an amazing job coordinating all these races. Back to you guys.
All right, yeah, and kudos to the race committee. They've been keeping these races fairly on time, Cap. We haven't gone too late into the evening. on any races. And that's always an amazing job to accomplish, considering we know exactly. Well, in the first instance, we have sailors that sail on multiple classes.
We do.
And so some guys jumping from E to C or from C to B and C to B to A in some cases. Like a guy like Stefan, I don't know how he does it, to go from C to B to A 4 days in a row.
That's a lot of work.
And on top of that, I see him out here late at night partying with the best of them, but still able to come back and perform with the best of them. And so, yeah, congratulations to the race committee for keeping us tight with the schedule. When you have these made-for-TV events, you have to be as close to on schedule as possible to ensure that you fit in with the time allotted for your TV broadcast. And so we're a couple of minutes behind schedule right now, but it looks like boats are getting in shape. You can see from that camera shot, you have Bull Reg to the right, boat out of Exuma, Chris Roll, skipper, Sprayhound, Elron Roll, sailing out of Rollville, Exuma. They also call that boat, its nickname, Smoker. And so not exactly sure why she's nicknamed Smoker. I guess she is going to try to smoke the rest of the fleet. And to the left, Stefan in his traditional red cap, Sassy Sue. And with a good young crew there with him. And he's going to be looking to try to make amends for that one race where he had a DNF. And yeah, so while we wait for them to get set, it's a good time for us to take a commercial break. So we'll take this commercial break and be right back.
This holiday season, while you're enjoying time with the people you love, we're focused on one thing, making sure you stay connected. Because at Cable Bahamas, we're always on. From the heart of our network to every corner of our service areas, our teams are working behind the scenes day and night to make sure everything runs smoothly. Our experts are always ready to help, making sure you get the support you need exactly when you need it. When we're always on, you get more time for what really matters. More moments, more laughter, more memories, and more of the things you love to do with the people who matter most. This season and every season, Cable Bahamas is always on, so you can focus on what matters most, and we take care of the rest.
Get them, mate. You still watching them little NBA clips on TikTok? What you mean? I ain't paying no big money to watch the NBA games. Big money? You know you go watch your favorite games live on SportsX and it only costs as much as your lunch. But it costs $5. Exactly. Once you have a live fiber infinite, Rev Trio or Trio Plus, you get NBA League Pass and watch your favorite games on SportsX for just $5.
You saying it's like about chicken and fries. I watch the NBA?
Yep.
Say less. Where they sign up?
Oh, that's easy. Alive Fiber Infinite customers sign up at alivefiber.com and Rev customers call 300-2200.
Welcome back to sailing here in beautiful Montague Foreshore. We're about to get the final C-Class race underway to determine who is the best of the best in all of C-Class. 10 boats made it to the final, and they made it in this order. Whitty K qualified with the lowest points, and she sailed by Cochise Burrows. Whitty K sailing with sail number 44. Sacrifice sailing with C1. Young Crystal Cartwright qualified in second place. Shroud sailed by Jason Robertson and sailing with sail number 88, qualified in third place. It Ain't Right, Jeff Gale, and they are sailing with sail number 72, and they qualified in first, second, third, fourth place. In fifth place, Bull Reg, sailed by Chris Roll, the son of Leslie Buzzy Roll out of Cottage, Exuma, qualified in the fifth spot, and he's sailing with sail number 17. Sprayhound sailed by Elron Roll out of Rollville, Exuma, and Sprayhound sailing with sail number 42, qualified as the number 6 boat. Irene Goodnight. I'm getting a little conflicting information. It's either James Wallace or Liam Brister sailing Irene Goodnight, and they should have sail number 20 on her. And then in 8th place, we have Slaughter. Slaughter sailed by Tyrone Gold McKenzie on the tiller, and she should be using sail number 8. And then we have Sassy Sue, of course, sailed by Stephen Knowles, and the traditional sail number 10. And finally, Ma Laura sailing with sail number 95. Joshua Knowles, boat out of Baratari Exuma, skipper out of Long Island. And so Cap, top 10 qualifiers, and they're getting ready to roll out there on the water right now.
Very impressive field that we have in the C-Class finale. I can't wait for the start. It's going to be coming up pretty soon. Looks like they're all pretty much lined up. Once we see them pick up the anchor rope, we know we're pretty close. I think there was a little bit of shuffling going on there, people trying to make sure the anchor was hooked properly. A clean start, good clean start is going to be critical in this race if you want to win. You need to have a good anchor pull. You need to get your sail up at just the right time. Too early is going to slow you down. Too late, the competition is going to be moving ahead of you. So a good anchor pull, get the sails up at the right time, get a good line, and see who goes up the middle, who goes wide. I know there's going to be some interesting different strategies going on here in this windward leg. Be interesting to see who goes where.
Yeah, and on your screens right now,
Here we go.
I believe we've had the gun.
All right.
And let's get out.
There's the big gun. All right, boys and girls, heave ho. Let's hoist those anchors and sails, and let's go racing out here and tear up Montague Bay this morning.
All right.
C-Class.
Quick jump out to Rodari on the start line. Rodari, what you got going for us?
Sails going up like crazy.
44 is up. C1 going up.
Already see a boat in trouble back there.
Ma Laura 95. Irene Goodnight 20.
C1 has had a great anchor pull, and they've punched their way out towards the front.
Willie K is also out of there.
Woody K over on.
For years.
Yeah.
So that's a benefit.
Yeah, I think it goes without saying, the longer you sail together, the better you're going to be in the water.
Oh, definitely, because you tend to feed off of one another's energy,
For sure.
and you know what you're going to do, what everybody's job description is.
For sure. I want to apologize. I didn't mention Dallas as a part of the committee. Of course, he's the Commodore of the National Family Regatta. And yourself,
Yeah.
you also part of the committee. Don't mind you commentating here. You're part of the committee as well.
Yeah, and there's a few others. We have our Alfred Roll, then we have our Paul Moxie, and we have our Luke Bethel,
Protest committee.
protest committee.
Yeah. All doing a great job, by the way.
Yeah,
Doing an
the
amazing
guys are doing a very good job, and the sailors are cooperating with us.
All right, back to you guys on set.
All right, well, we're back here live, and we've got the trackers in place for this C-Class race. And let's just get the colors lined up. Bull Reg in a pinkish arrow, Irene Goodnight in red. It Ain't Right in one of the greens, Ma Laura in yellow. Sacrifice also in a lighter shade of red. Sassy Sue, lighter shade of purple. Shroud with a blue. Slaughter, dark purple. Sprayhound, almost a teal green, and Witty K with a light blue. And you can see, based on the trackers, the Witty K has taken off and gone out almost on the track by herself. Looks like Shroud is playing her close, going on the same tack. Also Sacrifice as well.
So a couple different strategies there. You got boats going over to the right side of the course. Some boats going straight up. Ignore those squiggles in the middle of your screen. That's from the start line. Just focus on the straight lines and the 90-degree bends where they tack.
Yep, and we can see at the bottom of your screen, which is at the top of the course, we have, I believe, that Sassy Sue in purple, the light purple, and then the dark purple, I believe, is Slaughter. Bull Red still struggling to get off the start line proper. Ma Laura now catching up to the fleet, and It Ain't Right coming at an angle from the bottom in the middle of the fleet. But let me tell you, right now it looks like Whitty K is starting to stretch out from the rest of the fleet, although she's lower on the course, Cap.
Yeah, looking at it from the shore by the naked eye, it looks like she's way out front, but as you just mentioned, she's lower than the other boats. So they've all got some tacking to do to get to that windward marker. When they tack back towards each other and prepare to cross, we'll have a better idea of who actually is out front.
All right, we've got our drone up. Drone's going to catch up with the fleet, and we'll have a better idea of exactly who's who and where is where. And
There's Whitty K, number 44.
And I can tell you, if she gets out, it's going to be trouble to catch her.
Cochise Burrows on the tiller there. Got a sail nice and trim. No jibs on these C-class boats, just one big mainsail. They are allowed prize, of course. 3 to 5 crew, depending on the wind. And Whitty K just slicing through Montague Bay waves there. Nice and smooth. We had some clouds come over earlier that caused a little bit of a wind shift. We went from a southeasterly direction to a south-southwest now. That's why we had to relocate the start line. So they have a true upwind course. And so right now these top 10 C-class boats are beating their way to the windward marker. But from that drone shot, boy, I
tell you,
that Whitty K out there on the right.
Wow.
Now she is below. You see several boats to the top of your screen there. They are above.
But she is certainly way ahead of those boats.
But she's got to come back, and so we'll see how it all plays out when they tack back towards each other. Can't see the windward marker on the screen yet. Still got a distance to go. It's going to be in the shoreline over there by Dix Point Way.
Wow. We are getting set for a dandy of a race, but right now, based on what we're seeing, the cream is already starting to separate from the milk.
I'll tell you what, Whitty K looks to have some pretty good speed right now.
Oh yeah, and pointing well as well.
Again, she is below a lot of other boats, but you can make up for that with the distance. And when they come back, they'll be on starboard tack. Here they go now.
Absolutely.
So they'll come across on starboard, which is the preferred tack, gives you the right of way. Anybody coming up on port tack has to give way if there's going to be a close crossing. They're supposed to give way.
And I believe once they would have come back to the top of the fleet, we'll be able to see exactly who's who. Okay, now she's going to have a first encounter with, I think that's Shroud.
That light blue. Yes,
Yep.
it is Shroud.
And Shroud has also gone back on attack as well. And I believe almost everybody else has gone back because it ain't right is in there.
Yep.
And she's gone back as well.
Dark blue hull, number 72 there, right in the middle of your screen.
And I think below her is Sacrifice, if I'm not mistaken. And so they're all gone back. And they're going back because they want to make sure that they're cutting these boys coming from the top of the fleet. And one of them is Sassy Sue.
Sassy Sue coming steaming along. These 3 boats coming up from the left.
All right, and let's get out on the water and get a bird's eye and close-up call from the guys out there on the water, the Darien crew.
Heading to the first buoy. Who's out in front?
Right now, we're going to know in about 30 seconds.
All right.
When the Whitty K and Sassy Sue comes together, we're going to know who's in front.
All right. Now, Sacrifice. This boy called me at midnight last night and said he have something for these boys today. Because you win here, you win it all. He's not been sailing well this whole regatta.
For sure. And like you say, he hasn't been sailing well, and he know that's not like him.
Yeah.
And he's putting a lot of pressure on himself because he know he could do better.
Yeah, he's sailing well today, though.
All right,
Sailing
there's
really
the
well.
race right there.
All right,
Bang,
so-
that same shot right there. So Sassy Sue's actually in front.
Okay. Whitty K in second? Or is it ain't right?
Whitty K is in second,
Okay.
yes.
All right. So those boys heading to the first buoy is tight. We'll pick it back up in a few minutes. Back to you guys.
Well, it didn't take long. It did not take long, Cap, for us to find out who's leading. And
Here's Sassy Sue on the left side of your screen, tacking over to cover Whitty K, coming up with a good head of steam on the inside of him. But Stefan's going to cover him, see if he can catch up, and maybe dump some dirty air on him. Meanwhile, to the top right of your screen, you got 3 boats coming up on starboard. They're going to need to tack back, which of course will put them on port. So we'll see if we get any further crossings coming up as we get closer to the windward mark over by Dix Point. It ain't right there, number 72.
Man, Whitty K
C1.
starting to just power by. But
Whitty
let's
K
see.
on the inside of Sassy Sue. Yeah, definitely putting on some speed.
And once we pick up that mark, we'll see whether they both can make the mark. Because if they both can make the mark, it's going to be nice and tight.
It'll be very tight. Yeah, so we wait until the mark comes into view. Meanwhile, there's a great shot astern from Sassy Sue. Can't see who that boat is crossing behind them.
I believe that may have been Shroud.
Shroud number 88 out of New Providence.
And track is back up. You can see neck and neck between Sassy Sue and Whitty K. But it's tight. It's going to get tight. It's getting tight as they make their way to that first mark. And so both Sassy Sue and Whitty K having to now go back on a poor tack.
They're tacking back, yeah. So let's see where Whitty K tacks. He's going to go above or try to just stay below him. Looks like he's going to stay below him.
Stay below, uh-huh.
And not sure who the middle boat is. One of them is It Ain't Right.
And I
That's
know
that C1.
the yellow boat is Malora coming from the bottom of the course. All right, and so the boats are getting up towards the mark. They're going to have to swing around on the starboard. And there's Sassy Sue to the mark.
And clear.
And going around in first place. Followed very, very quickly by a patched up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you can see the patch.
There it is, yep. No time to paint.
He's
So your
running
first
in
two
second.
boats, Sassy Sue, Whitty K.
Yep.
Clear that first marker.
And I believe Sacrifice
coming in
Long
third.
Island, first, second, third at the moment. First, second, third.
Young Cartwright pushing that boat, pushing that bow down, coming in with all the speed he can muster into that marker.
Number 4, it ain't right.
It Ain't Right coming in hot. Nice tight rounding coming around the marker there. See if they can chase down those boats.
And let's get out on the water. I believe Shroud is going to be coming around in 5th place. But let's see, get an update from Rodari
Right,
and
so we got
Gerard
the
out there on the
boats
water.
out in front, followed by the Abaco boat. And here comes Shroud. Who you most impressed with so far?
Sacrifice.
Yeah,
We expected Stefan to be in the position he's in.
yeah.
Sacrifice is trying to redeem himself. He's, like you said, he called you at 5 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, Crystal.
So he's showing us shape this morning.
Now, what are these guys doing now to catch up to Steph?
Well,
What
right-
should they do in terms of tacking? What should Whitty K be doing right now?
Well, right now they're hand are tied. They're downwind. There's nothing much you could do.
Okay.
So what they're gonna have to do is wait until they get to the windward marker, to the downward leg, to go back windward,
Right.
and then try to outskill the best of skillful person in Stefan.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. We'll pick us back up as we head back.
Right. You have it in front of you. You got a spaghetti trail. It looks almost like when you're tracking these hurricanes and the various models, showing you boats, some coming one way, some going the other way. Cap, so based on where the boats are coming, and I believe they're coming towards a mark that's just to the left of our broadcast booth, I believe. That's going to be the downwind marker.
I think it will be. So they're doing a triangular course. They had to adjust because of the wind shift.
Yep.
But a triangular course.
Reverse triangle, I believe.
Yeah, because they're going clockwise today, whereas all the other races have been anti-clockwise. But no matter. The race committee's put out a nice, safe course for our competitors today. And out there in first place,
Sassy Sue.
Sue and Whitty K, two boats out of Long Island, battling out for the top spot. And as they come downwind towards the Montague Foreshore.
Very close. Very close at this point.
I'm looking at sail size. Whitty K might be a little short on the boom there compared to Sassy Sue. Got a pretty big sail all the way out to the end of their boom. So maybe a slight edge to Sassy Sue on sail size. So Whitty K is holding with them. They're holding them.
Yeah, absolutely are.
And yeah, if Coach Cheese can do some of that skipper stuff when they get down to the leeward marker there and they start heading back upwind. See
Hot on
what'll
the
happen.
heels, you can see, is Sacrifice and Shroud trying to do on Sacrifice and take over that third spot. And the rest of the fleet right behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All 10 boats now on the downwind leg.
Beautiful shot from the drone there, looking in an easterly direction.
Absolutely. And let me tell you, I hope we get what I see starting to develop, a neck-to-neck between Sassy Sue and Witty K.
I'm looking at Witty K. They would have the inside line if they hold it the way they are, but they'd have to catch up. So we'll see if they can gain a little distance on Sassy Sue and take that inside line as they round the marker.
They're coming. The gap is not being extended. It is actually starting to slim down just a bit. Witty K trying to nip at the heels of Stefan. And let's see if we can catch Stefan taking a peek to the back. He says he never looks back, but
he might want to today, setting up for the marker rounding. The boats will have to jibe if they leave the marker to the starboard side. Great shot overhead from the drone. Sassy Sue with maybe a boat and a half length lead over Witty K. Both boats pushing some white water off the bow. Winds have been pretty steady since the start.
This shot gives you a pretty good idea of the difference in size between these boats as far as the width. You can see Sassy Sue with a lot of belly. I mean, she's just wide, wide, wide compared to a very slim and trim Witty K.
Yeah, dare I say, Sassy Sue has a big bungie.
All right, and so as the drone swings around, you get a better perspective on the distance. Very, very tight.
Witty K might have a little better bag in the bottom of their sail there, give them a little extra speed. Just looking at the sail trim, Sassy Sue might still have their bottom of the sail trimmed a little too tight, perhaps.
And this is what we want to see. We want to see a tight race. We'd like to see them all up there, but if we can't get them all up there, let's at least get 1 and 2 duking it out.
This is going to heat up at the leeward marker here, folks, because Witty K's got that inside line.
And strategy after going around this mark and cap, the flags are just starting to get straighter and more flapping going on. Wind seems to be picking up even just a little bit more.
Absolutely, it sure is. I'm hearing wind noise in the microphone a little bit. Stefan just took a quick look back. I don't blame him.
Yep.
Witty K is right there. She's right there.
They can smell her.
Yeah,
they can smell her.
They change lanes here. We pull back a little bit. Crew giving skipper the lowdown on which way to go, where the marker is.
Yep. And I can tell you, 3rd and 4th, catching up to 1st and 2nd as well. Sacrifice and Shroud. Oh, sorry, Sacrifice and It Ain't Right, not too far behind.
So here goes Sassy Sue. They're going to jibe. That means they're right on the leeward marker there. Jibe their sail over. Here we go.
And Witty K doing the same.
And Witty K is going to want to punch it up if they can, try to get above Sassy Sue. A little bit of a sloppy attack there. Jibe, if you ask me.
Wow. Witty K going. Those guys struggling to keep that boat up, and they sank at this position.
Dragging the boom.
A couple of regattas ago. In the best of the best. I mean, they literally went under right at this point.
Here's Coach East going to punch it up into the wind, see if he can get above Sassy Sue. He's really going to have to push hard. Push, push, push. Look at that. He's above him currently. Let's see if he can hold it. Sassy Sue a little bit below Witty K, but a little further ahead, probably a boat length. Meanwhile, Sacrifice coming in hot and heavy in 3rd place, C1.
It ain't right behind.
Abaco boys looking to see if they can do better than a 4th. That's all they've had so far in a C class in this 3 heat races that we've had so far. So far holding on to 4th.
And here comes Shroud going around in 5th place. The Exuma boats not in the numbers right now. Bullredge, Malora, Slaughter, Irene Goodnight.
Shroud completes her attack and they go wide. Do you really want to punch it up, skipper, when you come around that marker? Unless they're going to go wide to get out of dirty air. There's your top 5. Looks a little deceiving with the telephoto lens. There is some distance between the boats. So from right to left, you got C1 Sacrifice, 72, It Ain't Right, 44, Woody K, number 10, Sassy Sue, and 88, Shroud. All fighting it out for a top position here.
95, Marlora, the first Exuma boat to make it around, going around in 6th place. Followed by, I believe it's going to be Slaughter, and then Spray Hound, Bull Reg, Irene Goodnight bringing up the rear.
So here's the back markers coming around. Get on an upwind. Start lap 2. Well, no, I guess they finished lap 1. Lap 2 will begin when they get up to the marker over by the Narrows.
Yes, that's where they started
Where they
off.
started from, right?
Yep. So that's going to right now be a check mark, and then from there they go upwind.
Yeah, they'll beat their way upwind to the marker off the point. Everybody trying to get that boat balanced just so. Looks like Woody K was not able to hold the higher line. She's sheeting off now. Sassy Sue has gotten above them. So Woody K perhaps going to sheet off and try to gain some speed, see if they can get around Sassy Sue by going on the inside. It's tricky, but it's doable.
Yep.
Meanwhile, It Ain't Right sneaks into the picture there, right at the bottom center. And
far left, Sacrifice.
Sacrifice holding on to 3rd place. It Ain't Right in 4th.
And so this one is not over just yet.
Not
Still
at all.
some sailing left to do.
Sassy Sue's going to have to work hard to keep Woody K behind him. Woody K's got showing a lot of speed today. They did on the that upwind leg. They stepped out a bit, even though they were below. They showed better boat speed, I think, than Sassy Sue initially. Perhaps Stefan has tweaked something and able to catch up a little bit, another 1/10 of a mile an hour, perhaps. Getting good breeze now. The boats are heeling over a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
So a little more breeze out there on the race course.
And there's a shot there of Sassy Sue and Woody K. And that's your fight right now. This one turned out to be a real foot race between Woody K and Sassy Sue.
All right.
You see some strategy. I don't know what's going on there. One of the boats coming back.
That's a very interesting strategy. I don't know if that's going to work.
I think that may be Shroud, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, so maybe these boats are not on ley line for the marker, and Shroud's going to go up, see if they can come back on ley line. See if I can pick up the marker in the binoculars.
It was a short tack, because now they've gone back. So maybe just to get out of some of that, maybe current or something.
Current or dirty air.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the majority of the fleet, they're right on ley line for the marker over there, complete the first lap. Might be a couple of boats that are a little low, but it doesn't matter. They'll just tack over and come around the marker. And Shroud, yeah, different strategy there for sure.
I see Bull Ridge going all the way to the left side of the course. I'm not sure what the thinking is with her. All right, Sassy Sue around, Woody K around.
Right behind him. I mean, they're nose to tail, as we say. Waiting for the 3rd boat, which should be Sacrifice to harden up, come around. Here she goes now.
Yeah, and the boat we saw wasn't Shroud. I believe that may have been Sprayhound or Slaughter. I think Slaughter, who did that tack.
Okay.
So going around in 3rd place right now is Sacrifice.
Followed closely by the Abaco team, 72, It Ain't Right, built in Long Island by Don Knowles. And Shroud is behind It Ain't Right, number 88. I can clearly see the sail number.
Yep, and then I believe it's Marlora.
So 1st and 2nd close together, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
All right, let's get to the water, and Rodari and Gerardo there following all that action.
All right, now the talking war begins, Gerard. The talking war begins. You see Woody K talking, and every time that Woody K talks, Sassy Sue talks.
Oh, you know that. They're going to attack, and it's going to be attack and duel until they get to the windward mark.
They can talk till they can't talk no more.
Right, but it's going to somehow favor these 3 boats in the back here.
Yeah.
The Sacrifice, It Ain't Right, and Shroud should be able to benefit because Stefan is going to eventually start giving the VDK some barrier.
Right.
So the VDK have to sail very, very carefully right now, not to lose any position.
Right. So we got a couple boats picking up the rest and let you know. This is Ma Laura, Slaughter, Irene Goodnight. So, Bull Reg. But following, it ain't right, is Shroud. Third place is Sacrifice. So we head into the final lap. Back on the water. Back on set.
See, this black boat.
Well, those guys were talking about attack and duel. Based on what I just saw, Willie K may think that they can just speed past Sassy Sue, and they may be looking to outpower on this leg.
Certainly put on some speed in the first leg, going upwind. Right now they're holding position, might be a boat length between the two. Sassy Sue slightly above, which is an advantage. Excuse me.
Great shot there of Sassy Sue, number 10. To your right, 44, Willie K, Coaches Burrows.
Steph is not giving him an inch.
I mean, look at the mast on Willie K. I mean, just look at that, the power, it's bending.
That bend is actually favorable. It helps to adjust your sail.
Almost like a wing kind of bends and extends on an airplane.
You got to have that shape of the sail just so the air flows over it to maximum efficiency. So a little mast bend is normal on these C-class boats. Even on the bigger boats, you might see a little bend.
All right, and you can see that both Willie K and Sassy Sue went back to a starboard tack. And so they are doing a little bit of tacking out there. Both now going higher up on the course.
Sassy Sue, if I'm correct, named after Stefan's mummy.
Yes.
She is a sassy young lady.
Her name is Sue, and she is apparently sassy. And for those who are familiar with the Bahamian colloquialism, you'll understand what being sassy is all about.
They're looking pretty good right now. Shot from the drone here.
Yep, we see Ma Laura to the bottom, 95.
There's your two top boats on the top right of your screen, I think. Coming back on starboard tack. Got third, fourth, and fifth over there coming in on port. Let's see if we have any crossings. Right now I'd say Stefan and Sassy Sue are pointing a little better than Willie K. Seem to put more to windward. And looks like Willie K is going to have a crossing situation perhaps with one of these boats coming in from the left.
That would be Sacrifice, I believe. And then it ain't right.
So Sassy Sue just out of the picture here. First place. Second place on the far right, Woody K. There's Sassy Sue, far right. Woody K next to her. And Woody K has cut. Sacrifice, yep. And setting sails towards cutting. It ain't right. This one's going to be close, I think.
Brings into play the situation that Gerard was talking about, that Willie K is going to have to be very careful not to allow one of these other boats to capture her position, because she's getting dirty dumped on her from Sassy Sue.
No doubt about it. So they cut. It ain't right.
And it looks like Willie K has decided to, well, not yet. I think that was Shroud, I believe, that we saw pass behind.
That was Shroud in the foreground there. So Woody K looks like stepping out a little bit. Sorry, Sassy Sue stepping out a little bit over the Woody K.
Yep.
See a fair distance there. Sassy Sue to the right is further upwind than the Woody K. I'm not sure why they didn't hold a better point on the Woody K. Perhaps Skipper Cochise sees some wind over somewhere else.
All right, on the bottom of your screen, you see Shroud now coming back on attack, and she's going to try to see if she's made up any ground on, I think that's Sacrifice coming towards her, but I believe Sacrifice will cut her.
She will do so for sure. But Shroud may have gained some distance on third place there.
Tighten it up just a bit.
They did come around in fifth place at the end of the first lap. But now as they beat towards the windward marker there, different strategies, different lines. You can see some position changing. Not seeing any whitecaps on the Montague Bay waves there this morning, so they start around 12 miles an hour. So looking at the flag by the fort, I'd say we probably got a solid 10. So good winds for these boats. I was talking to Skipper Jeff Gale on it right this morning. He goes, she doesn't like light air. And we're going to go back out to the guys on the water. Rodari, take it away.
All right, so Gerard, explain what's happening right now with these three boats. What's the strategy right now as they go up?
Okay, the three boats heading to the east is actually going to make one more tack for the marker,
Yeah.
and just slack sheet and start to head into Montague. So you see, they all went up far enough. Now Stefan has just tacked to head to that marker. The other two will be following suit very short. And there you have it, the heading rate is actually just tacked as well. So you're going to have the VDK tacking any second now, and I look for that to be the first two boats, the VDK, Sassy Sue, and Sacrifice will cut off the heading right.
Yeah.
But it's going to be close. The race is still very close from the first five boats.
What do you call this? Is it they coming down with power?
Yeah, right now they're coming to the marker with power.
Right.
Full sails full, and just trying to make that marker around that to come on the home stretch.
All right, good stuff. All right, back to you guys.
Okay, well, getting a good report from the water, Gerard and Rodari. It's going to jump over to our Facebook page. Right now, about 86 people are watching. And Dan Knowles is screaming for the Long Island boats. Go Long Island. I see Daryl Ballhead Wells is also watching. Daryl, I hope you get what you're looking for today. Let's go Shroud. Dan Knowles is also screaming for Shroud. Patrick Knowles, let's go Witty K. Let's go Stefan. Let's get that place you're taking home to Long Island, baby boy. Khadidra Thompson, come on, Ma Laura. And Christonia Robinson is screaming for Shroud. Go Shroud. Go 88. Someone is shouting for Sassy Sue, the only one Sue. Naria McKenzie Holbert is screaming out for Witty K. And Sharon DeWitt is pulling for Shroud. Go Shroud. Sassy Sue gone, says Diane Knowles. Tiffany Kathleen, Sassy Sue. Tiffany Kathleen is saying Sue or nothing. Shout out to Carson Gray. And Carson is sending his...
Hey, Carson, man. How you doing today, buddy?
Yep, great commentary as always, says Carson Gray. Thanks a lot, Carson. Lidwood Bad Guy Ferguson, SJK Sassy Sue. All right, so Sassy Sue with her slew of fans watching on the Facebook link. And wow, looks like Sassy Sue's opened up the distance just a bit here, Cap.
Yes, she sure has. She's clear of that marker, and they're on the home stretch coming down to the Montague Foreshore, where the finish should be. And they'll be coming up shortly. Sassy Sue with a good lead over second place. Witty K.
Yep, it was only about 10 seconds at the last mark. Right now, I think it's been extended just a bit.
Witty K hoped that maybe the mangy guy on Sassy Sue will lose his grip on the rope, stick the boom in the water and slow down. There isn't too much else he can hope for. Sassy Sue looking pretty good. They got enough of a lead that they don't do anything stupid here. Don't lose anybody in the water. They should be able to bring it home and claim best of the best for 2025 in the C class of 17-footers.
Daryl Wells, I have some soldier crab fat for you. You need to rub it on your head. She's telling me that was...
It don't work. Sorry, it don't work. I tried it.
Let's go 88, says Kevin Brown. Sherry knows, go Witty K. Nikki Ray
right.
Malone. Let's go Coaches and Witty K. Kevon Knowles, Sassy Sue all the way. And Christonia Robinson is really pulling for Shroud. I mean, she's got about 20 S's, H's, R's, O's, U's, and D's. But Shroud right now, I think, sailing in
fifth.
Fifth place.
I think so, unless we had a position change around the marker there, but I think they're in fifth, following It Ain't Right. Sacrifice in third, Woody K in second, and Sassy Sue out front first. Stefan is looking back. I don't know why. He's got enough of a lead. He shouldn't have to be worrying about that. But always good to know where your competition is.
Absolutely. Now, just to be determined where exactly the boats are going to finish. Are we going to finish here at the Montague Foreshore? I believe I see a committee boat rushing towards us. They're probably going to set up the finish line just in front of us.
Yeah, it really wouldn't make sense going back out to where they started, because that would put the finish away from the spectators on the shore here.
Yes.
If you're on the Montague Foreshore, folks, get ready for this finish. C-Class coming down.
All right, let's bounce out to Rodari and Gerard on the water.
Go Rodari. Gerard, I don't know if my eyes deceiving me, but these guys already start celebrating on Sassy Sue. Then they pop in champagne.
Yeah, I seen some champagne being drunk on the boat.
Yeah, and these guys laid off on the bow.
A couple of bottles of water being splashed on the crew members. So the guys already in celebratory mood.
Yeah.
But it's a good job. The guys did a good job. He barely got in to this day, and he's dominating the final race.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Stefan, I mean, he is boastful, but he did say he was going to win yesterday to get in. Because I think he got in 9th place by winning yesterday.
Yeah, he told us that. He said, I'm going to win this race. I'm going to get in. And they will see the real Sassy Sue on Sunday, and he's doing it.
Yeah, he truly is a skillful sailor. You know, you can't take it away from him. He may be the best of the best.
Maybe he is the best of the best, because he's done it twice.
He's done it a number
before
of times.
With a three-peat in boat class. So
yeah, I think 15 out of 21 is a good percentage.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't
so
take it away from him.
Cannot take that away from him.
Well deserved by Stefan and crew of Sassy Sue as they sail to the finish line. They will be the champions of the C-Class again. Back to you guys.
All right. Well, Cap, you know, there is no doubt that Stefan and Sassy Sue has been the best boat in this C-Class. He won the first race. He was in first place in the second race when he had an issue.
Yep.
Came back and won the third race, and now seemingly will win the fourth race. So
he's
3
towards
first places out of 4, I believe. He should be crowned the best of the best.
I think so. You know, the DNF day before yesterday was unfortunate.
Yep.
But we all have these equipment failures. Sometimes they're preventable, sometimes they're not.
Yep.
And so, yeah, sympathies for that DNF. But Stefan didn't let it phase him.
Right.
Stayed cool and calm.
Yep.
And he certainly stepped up to the plate today, and looks to be bringing Sassy Sue home in first place in this final one race shootout here today. And I think he'll go home as best of the best champion in the C-Class. Well done to him and his crew. You know, it's more than just the skipper. It's the crew and the support team behind the scenes, like my wife, who helps support me and allow me, if you will, to be here to this regatta. So congratulations to the whole crew on Sassy Sue. You're about to become the best of the best for 2025 in C.
All right, Jennifer Knowles, let's go with K. Daryl Wells is telling me I should go back to the snow, says I've been in the Bahamas too long. Yeah, Wells, man, I tell you, I took a look at the front of my house this morning, and there's a lot of snow there, so I'm not looking forward to going back at all. Carson Gray, can't wait for the B-Class, Captain Plug. Dove is looking good.
Man, me too.
And Crystal Cartwright, let's go, Crystal. Mommy is proud of you and your crew, and you should be. Crystal, the young Crystal is doing extremely well. April Cartwright, Stefan is the best of the best. Way to go, Sassy Sue. And Dan Knowles says Papa Lauren is smiling down again today. Tiffany, it's a party going on right now. SJK Sassy Sue says bad guy Ferguson. All right, so yeah, I believe we can almost call this one done. This finish line is just in front of us. We can see Sassy Sue coming in. And Willie K looks to have made up a little bit of the ground on his downwind leg.
I think they have, but it's going to be too little too late.
Yep.
I'm kind of looking back at third, fourth. I think they may have tightened up there between Sacrifice and It Ain't Right.
Okay.
Let's see how that shakes out as they come into the finish line here.
All right, so we'll give number 1 to Sassy Sue. We'll give number 2 to Witty K. And we will wait to see how it shapes up and shakes up for the 3rd and 4th place position. Exuma boats not faring well in this particular race, but again, they all made it to the top 10, and so champions in their own right. But no bananas for the boats from Exuma in the C class.
So we're waiting for, see if we get the gun for Sassy Sue taking that 1st place. Always want to get the cannon shot. Sometimes it misfires.
A walk in the park for those guys today. Smiles all around. And Stefan is going to go and lace up his boots for B class and try to destroy your Dove, who's been dominating over the last couple of days, Captain Blood.
Yes, sir. Dove with 3 bullets. Bang, bang, bang. See if they can back it up and make it 4 today. It's going to be a tough call to do that, especially going against Stefan and all these other skippers here in the they'll have in the B class.
Sassy,
Top 5.
Sassy Sue is through the line. Didn't get a cannon.
No cannon. Boo.
But she's done it.
And Witty K follows right behind and takes 2nd.
2nd place going to Witty K. Coaches Burrows. And I believe Sacrifice, young Crystal, who is the youngest skipper in C class, I believe.
It appears that he's holding off the late minute charge from It Ain't Right.
Yep.
He's probably a good boat length in front of him. And immediately behind It Ain't Right is Shroud.
And so it's going to be a 1-2-3 for the Long Island boats today here in Class C. Congratulations to all of the sailors and all of the skippers, boat owners, crew members in C class. First 2 boats through. Tightened up just a bit for 3rd place, but I believe
Sacrifice, I think, has enough of a lead over It Ain't Right. And Shroud right there behind him. Shroud maybe going wide last minute to see if they can get some better air, but I don't think it's going to work. They might be able to catch up a little bit to It Ain't Right, but right now it looks like it's going to be Sacrifice, It Ain't Right, and Shroud in 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Coming right up on the finish line now. And there's, boy, It Ain't Right got a nose in there, but not good enough.
she's going to run out of the track.
Yep. Sacrifice taking 3rd. It Ain't Right out of Hopetown, Abaco 4th. And Shroud out of Nassau, New Providence coming in 5th place.
And after that, we've got the Exuma fleet bringing up the bottom half of the top 10. I believe Laura looks to be the lead Exuma boat, followed by Elron Roll on Sprayhound. Looks like in 2nd. Was in this instance it would be 7th. Irene Goodnight, along with Slaughter and Bullredge, bringing up the bottom half of the top 5. And we're going to go out to Rodari, and I believe they've caught up with Stefan on Witty K. Rodari.
All right, so for everybody who's been following us, thank God Livingston didn't get Sassy Sue and teeth your boat. Because you needed to win today. What was the key to success today, man?
Yeah, well, you know, we had a bad day Friday. We broke the gudgeon, and actually the top one was cracked also. I had to fix that one too. And we know we could do it. It's just gotta do what we gotta do. Make sure we make the right calls and get a good start.
Yeah.
And that's it.
The B class coming up. Some fellas was talking some smack on stage.
Well,
saying that the Lonesome Dove is coming for Susan Chase.
I got a dove wing to clip. You know when you clip a wing.
Can't fly no more?
No.
All right, man, congratulations to you. Last year, you won all 3. You're on the cusp of now doing another Triple Crown.
I'm going to try my best.
All right.
I got on the chase right now.
All right.
So, what you going to do? Try your best.
We're getting ready to go for the B class. See you guys in about an hour.
All right, some smack talking from Stefan Knowles there, Captain Plug, throwing out a little dare and jeer, I guess, at the boys from Lonesome Dove. He's coming to clip some wings.
Well, that's all right. You know, smack talking, that's just part of the game. That's what makes it more interesting. Regardless of the outcome of the B-class race, it's going to be a good battle. I can guarantee you that. It'd be nice to see another tacking duel. Don't know if that's going to happen or not, but you're definitely going to want to tune in for this B-class race. We got the 5 top boats from the 7-boat fleet in the B-class. It's going to be shooting out here in another hour or so. We're at 11:30. The official start time is 12:30 for the B-class.
Yep.
So we have enough time. Some of the crews will transfer over, but we have enough time to make the transition, and I know the race committee is going to do their best to start right on schedule.
Yes, and so once again we have the C-class over and done with. 1, 2, 3 Long Island, Sassy Sue, Witty K, Sacrifice. Congratulations to the 3 top finishers in C-class. And now we're going to get ready for the bigger boys. Medium-sized boys coming up first. Once again, we're right on schedule, I believe. 1 hour allocated for these races.
Yep.
We started a little bit late, but the race was slightly less than an hour start to finish. And so we're still on time. And 1 hour, we should be back with our B-class finale. Only 5 boats going in B. And then we will have 5 boats going also in the A-class later this afternoon. So we invite you to come back, check us out. In an hour's time, Cap and I will be back. We may have a guest commentator with us as well as we bring you the best of the best in B-class. Stefan Knowles is aiming to clip the wings of the Dove, who's been dominating for the last 3 days. The Dove has already gotten 3 first places, and Jeff Gill and crew are going to hope to repeat their wins with another win today and take away the opportunity for Stefan Knowles to become Triple Crown once again.
It's going to be a humdinger of a B-class race, I guarantee you that.
I believe it's going to be stiff. And so we look forward to that, and we invite you to come back and
please
tune in
do.
with us.
Be there.